In today's video, we're doing portrait and clear coating. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the final stage on the Fibreglass mini bonnet. I will run through some of the bits we're going to be using today to get this portrait down. The airbrush of choice is going to be the Creos PS771. I've got two reviews on the channel, so if you are looking at purchasing this brush, check out the two reviews. They give you a full spray test, breakdown, prices, everything about the brush, so you can get to grips with it. You'll see this in the video today. And I always pick this brush up now. It's just my go-to detail brush when I want to do something nice and detailed like we're doing today. So that's the brush we're using. The paints we're going to be using today are the Golden High Flow acrylic range. I've got a grayscale mixed up in this paint. So I've got a value 9 and 8, a 3, 4, 6. I've got a transparent black, I've got a shading grey. And if I need to make any more of these transparent as we go along in this portrait today, I've got some of the Golden High Flow medium, and this is really good because you can mix this with water, drop it into your opaque, and you can make it more transparent. So we've got some of that. Cleaning wise, we are going to be flushing through with water, nice and simple, tap water, just back flush the airbrush and we'll just clean through on colour changes with water. If I get stubborn paint along the way when you're like an hour down painting, I'll use thinners. Just blast it through with thinners, give it a wipe round in the cut, cotton pads, cotton wool, Q-tips as they call it, cotton buds. We can use those, give it a good flush through, clean through with thinners, and we're ready to go again. So that's nice and quick. So everything's set out. I like to have everything set out so when you're working you're not looking for things, it's all to hand as you're working. Tip dry, as we all get it on airbrushes. The old faithful 2 toothbrushes, soft 2 toothbrushes with the heads together, clamped to the easel, so when you're working you can just move down, rub the tip of the airbrush in between the bristles and you are good to go. You're not pinching that airbrush and causing damage to your skin, because I've had that before. So that's a nice handy tip, guys. We've got masking tapes, fine line if we need to just fine line bits out and get some real sharp edges. We've got shields. I've got a couple of shields here, and we've got the Scott McKay pocket graphics for any intricate sharp stuff. That's a really good little set there, guys. The actual mini bonnet, if you're wondering where to get these from, this is from Fab. I'll put all the links for the things I'm using today in the description below, so you can click across to the websites and I'll choose. These are my go-to websites for the bits that I use for best prices. So I'll stick you on a time lapse. Long time lapse, we'll just run through this portrait, get the portrait done, and then I'll give you a chat after this one, get you set up for the clear coat, and then I'll show you the whole process of the clear coat, the gun, the clear that we're going to use, how to do it, gun settings, air pressures. You'll get the whole thing in this last episode, guys. So sit tight, grab yourself a coffee, I'll stick some tunes on and I'll see you in the first time lapse. there you go. I hope you enjoyed that long time lapse. That's the finished portrait. So I've just done the soft fade out here, so I'm not hitting that forward blue. Coming down, darkens off like the image here. And we've got the tones in. I started off with a value 8 and then just started to add a little bit of dark grey to that and just kept building it up, knocking it back, building it up. Went in with a bit of transparent grey and darkened over and kept darkening over with the transparent grey instead of going in with jet black. Just build that transparent grey up and just keep building it up. Kept away from this edge so we've got a nice glow around the actual image. So that's the finished piece of all the artwork on the Fibreglass mini bonnet. The next stage on this will be to clear coat it, so I'll get set up for clear. The clear coat that I'm going to use is the Multi-Mix MS. It's a 2-to-1 mix, nice and easy. And we'll build the coats upon this. We'll do a nice drop coat and then we'll just start putting the wet coats down. Plenty of flash time in between because we've got a build up. It's not a massive build up. We've got a little edge where the metal flake is and we just got to build these layers of clear. I'm going to go in and have a look, see if there's any bits that need touching up. I've spotted a little bit here where it's just slightly pulled a bit of blue where the masking was, so I've got to blow that bit in there. And I think we're okay everywhere else. Yes, there's a little bit of the forward blue to blow in, but I'll have a good look at that when I've set it up. It's always a good idea once you've finished your artwork and you are ready for clear coat. Just have a good look round it, check all your edges, check all your colours, see if you've got all your colours down nice, run a light over it if you have to, check your artwork. I'll let this dry down and then I'll give this a good clean down, because where I've been touching it and using different techniques, any grease from your fingers can go across to the panel, so this will get a real thorough good clean down before we come to clear coat. So I'll get set up, drop you in the clear coat time lapse, you'll see me clear coat it, and then I'll talk you through the actual stages that I did on the clear, gun settings and things like that. See you in the next step. Right, there you go, there's the clear coat stage. I didn't film it because it's a bit tricky in here because it's so small. When you start clearing, you don't pick up a lot on the camera. But I'll give you a little talk through of what I did. I used the Multi-Mix 2K clear coat, and that's an MS clear. It's a 2-to-1. So you'll go up on the increments of the measuring stick. Your left hand side on the stick will be your clear coat, so you go up your first stage and then you've got your hard nut to the next number on the right going up, and then the little increment on the stick is the thinners. I mixed the Multi-Mix with 0 thinners and mixed about sort of that much into the cup. The settings on the gun, I'm using the RW 400. So on the first coat I went 2 turns out on the fluid, 2 bar air pressure, full fan, and gave it just a sealed sort of coat. Let that go off, flash time for about 10 minutes, and then on the next coat I gave it another half turn, full wet coat, let that flash off, and then give it another full wet coat and let that flash, and then another one. So we've had like that 4 coats just so we could get that build up on the metal flake side. So those are the gun settings. That's how I've done it. We've got loads of bits that have landed in it, which is going to happen because this room is used for artwork, it's prep, it's everything. I gave it a good clean down in here before I started, hoovered it out, mopped everywhere, blew everywhere, blew me down, tack ragged it off, and you still get little bits that land in it, and it's just a nightmare. But we can flat them out tomorrow, give it a full flat down when this is cured down, polish it up, and it'll be a nice display piece to go on the studio wall in here. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, if you're new to my channel, click that subscribe, press that notification so you don't miss out any more upcoming videos. And if you have subscribed, welcome aboard. I hope you're enjoying the content. Much appreciated for all the comments that are coming up. The next video that is coming up is going to be zip it, or it might be a custom build, because I've got another custom build that I might push that one in front actually, so it might be the custom build one next. So thanks for watching, see you in the next one guys.